All right, Caleb Myers, why don't you tell me first about what is Arise?
Arise, very simply, is an organization dedicated to connecting business people from the international community to Israel, the vast majority of them being evangelical Christians. You have these odd voices around the world that over the last few years have called to boycott the Israeli economy. We thought instead of fighting the campaign to boycott, let's work on the positive level of connecting the millions of Christian business people around the world to the economy of Israel, people who are positively predisposed towards doing business in Israel. So that's what we do. And we have several very efficient platforms, a B2B platform, matchmaking platforms, where we connect businesses to businesses in a very tailor-made way.
So this is your third year, and so how successful has it been?
It's been great. We were able to have two physical annual summits before COVID-19 hit. The last one was a year ago in December 2019. We had 550 business people from 35 different nations, created hundreds of B2B face-to-face meetings. Based on our feedback forms, we created about $34 million of immediate transactions on that one day, with the estimated economic impact of $350 million over the next 10 years. There's a great crowd of Christians around the world who want to do business with Israel, and we just want to make that process as simple and easy as possible.
So what's new this year is not only COVID, but also the Abraham Accords have happened in the last year. How does this change the dynamic?
Yeah, so we're going to be talking about this at our summit this year. The theme of the summit is prospering in the new normal. The new normal being both the COVID-19 reality that we all find ourselves living in, as well as the normalization of ties in the Middle East with the Gulf states, which open up enormous opportunities. Some Christians ask, is peace with these Muslim majority states something that we should celebrate or not? Is this good for Israel? As far as we're concerned, if you've been praying for the peace of Jerusalem like the Bible instructs you to, you should be extremely excited that peace is actually taking place now, and it really creates an opportunity for flourishing and economic prosperity for both peoples. You have these massive sovereign funds, literally hundreds of billions of dollars that these states in the Gulf want to deploy in innovation, in high tech and IT. They understand that the clock is ticking as far as fossil fuels, as other sources of energy are becoming more prevalent around the world. Israel, of course, is a startup nation. We have more startup companies than any country in the world per capita. So Joel Rosenberg, who's actually speaking at our summit, he says we're going to see a gold rush. A Middle East gold rush where you have the massive resources from these countries, Israeli innovation. The combination between them will be great, not just for Israel and its neighbors, but for the whole world. Because a lot of the innovation that's developed in Israel, which I know has been covered by CBN, is innovation for good, tackling the greatest crises, facing humanity. And we're going to feature some of those in our summit. For instance, technologies that are used to fight COVID-19. We're going to have a speaker from an Israeli company called Aura Air, which has an air filtration system with a radius of like 300 square meters. They had developed it to kill airborne diseases in hospitals and just launched it when COVID-19 hit. So they were able to do real tests on COVID-19 patients and prove that it cleans 99.9%, kills the COVID droplets, going through the air. So these are exciting technologies. They're already exporting these to hospitals, clinics around the world. People are concerned. I go in with a broken ankle, I come out with COVID-19. What can I, from a hospital or a clinic, what can I do about this? And so, we're going to be showing some really exciting technologies, and it's not too late to sign up.
That's what I was going to ask. How can somebody sign up and get involved?
Right. So if you're a Christian business person or any business person from around the world and you want to participate in the summit, you can just go to arisesummit.com. Very simple sign-up process. And you'll be able to participate with hundreds of other people from around the world, faith-based, value-driven businesses. And first of all, enjoy our main stage content, which is going to be about 5.5 hours of excellent streaming content. But then we also have a B2B tab. So you'll go into that tab on the corner of your screen, be able to see all the other participants, filter through them with software that, so you'll find people based on area of interest or industry, what they have to offer, and those exciting leads, you'll be able to set up a live video chat with them. Like literally have your hallway conversation like at a physical summit. We try to create software that'll replicate as much as possible, our summits that we have in Israel.
Sounds very exciting. And it's going to be on December 7th, is that right?
It's on December 7th, and please go in and sign up at arisesummit.com.
Well, Caleb Myers, thanks so much. We look forward to that.
Thank you.